I think Barbaric Response are wedged. Zach Barber at the controls. Young Bruce watches on. Firestorm, meanwhile, centre of the arena, staying out of trouble. For me, that's the end of Barbaric Response. Mr. Psycho, you could just see the huge grabbing arm there, entering your picture. But I don't think there's any response from the Barbaric one. No, there isn't. Firestorm 4 through to the heat final. Oh, poor little Bruce.
So he couldn't count Barbaric Response out, but Barbaric Response were immobilised for about 30 seconds. The winner, Firestorm! How old are you, Bruce? 6. 6. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Did you hope to do a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think went wrong?
I don't know.
No, I'll ask him, shall I?
I don't know either.
What were your tactics? I mean, I'll tell you what, first off, it's a new robot, first time on Robot Wars. To be drawn against the 3rd seed is a really unlucky draw.
Yeah, we knew we were going to struggle, but we gave it our best shot, so
yeah.
Not too disappointed, really. Couldn't do much better.
Are you going to build it bigger and better and badder and come back for more?
Definitely, yeah. We've got some plans already, so...
Brilliant, this is what we like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go mad. Barbaric Response. Unlucky, Bruce. Well, 3rd seeds, yeah. That was fairly easy, wasn't it?
Not really.
No?
Well, we got them up against the side there, and I could have gone and had a bit more fun, but I wasn't that confident that we'd be able to immobilise them again, so I had to leave them.
Why did you hold back at the end? I thought you were going to go woof, put it out the arena.
The way the flippers hinged at the front, it's very difficult to get them out.
I tell you one thing, though, you know, you flipped over Refbot, and you know robots have very long memory chips, and he's probably talking to Growler and Mr. Psycho right now, and they might come and reap some revenge for that, you know.
Well, it's got to be done, though, hasn't it, really?
It's got to be done, because it's Robot Wars, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the 3rd seeds, Firestorm! Poor Refbot on his side.
No place for sympathy in Robot Wars. Firestorm 4 through to the heat final. Who will they face? Megahertz 2 or X-Terminator?
Megahertz now as good as new. Show me the before.
This is the before. Our starter kit.
That's after round 1. This is going into round 2. So remember what it looks like now, because you're up against the nasty X-Terminator. And you have a grudge against computers, don't you?
Yeah, computers mess me around all my life. So we've made sure the axe is working especially well for this fight, because we're going to trash some computer, get our own back.
How many goes have you got with that axe?
About 50 shots.
50 shots? Should be enough, I reckon.
There won't be much computer left.
From Belmont in Hereford, X-Terminator. From Preston in Lancashire, Megahertz 2. Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the X-Terminator boys in the pod. Marlon Pritchard will drive on the left. Simon Baldwin's at the weapons. And as for the Megahertz 2 team, Dave Lund is the driver. Tony Lund is at the control of the weapons, and Gordon Keeling supports. There in the arena once again is Mr. Psycho. And Growler. Fearsome.
3, 2, 1.
This for a place in the heat final. And Refbot this time, stay out of the way. Exterminator straight in on the attack. 100 kilos, up to 18 miles an hour. Spinning to come again at Megahertz. Low ground clearance for Megahertz. You can see there the side sort of flanges that prevent Exterminator or other opponents getting in underneath. But they've still managed to shove Megahertz 2 into the flame pit. And part of Megahertz 2, the console already has been ripped away and flung across the arena floor. But did you see Megahertz there getting the flipper in underneath Exterminator? And they're not too bothered about that superficial damage. Top of the picture, Mr. Psycho looks off. Into the CPC goes Megahertz, and in comes Growler! Very quick across the arena there. Very fast. He uses a skid steer system. Very manoeuvrable. And down crunches the Growler jaws. Hydraulically powered and crushing with a pressure of 4 tons on Megahertz 2. Megahertz 2 is now at the mercy of Growler. And thus far it has shown little signs of mercy. X-Terminator then on top so far, trying to get the scoop in underneath Megahertz to tee it up with a pneumatic axe to come thrusting down. If Megahertz 2 has a hope here, I think they have to flip X-Terminator. We know it doesn't like flipping its lid, X-Terminator. And that's exactly what they're trying on the arena sidewall. Now can Megahertz 2 lift X-Terminators 100 kilos up and out of the arena? I don't think so. What are they doing? Did Megahertz 2 try and take on Mr. Psycho? What with those little axes? You have got to be joking. The pit release button activated. Are they mad, Megahertz 2? But who's on top here? X-Terminator, to me, has suddenly been bashed and smashed and hopes crushed. Or has it? It's backed away. Megahertz 2 has, we know, had that superficial damage. This is very close, you know, for the right to meet Firestorm 4 in the heat final. Now, will Mr. Psycho's entrance be decisive? Bash! Oh, I think so. Down came that huge club, 30 kilos in weight, travelling at 60 miles an hour, and still Megahertz 2 survive. That's the power of these robots in this series. You want to design one, you've got to come up with something to match this best of the very best. Mr. Psycho looks on. Down comes the grabbing arm. Poor old Megahertz 2 has done very little wrong.
Close to call. We're going to have to go to the judges to look at style, control, damage and aggression. While they make their minds up, let's review some hot robot action.
Hot, it was at boiling point. X-Terminator came in underneath Megahertz and thrust it into the flame pit. Point score for X-Terminator for style, control and aggression. More damage caused to Megahertz there. Was it only superficial? Growler took control of Megahertz, losing points all the while, but then it came back into it to flip up X-Terminator almost out of the arena. Point score for Megahertz. Until the very end. Oh, will that be the decisive action? The judges will have to decide.
And the judges have made their decision. You know the criteria. Damage control, style, aggression. They've gone for X-Terminator! Guys, you had a head-to-head with both Mr. Psycho and Growler.
Two brand new robots, and we had to get them both at once.
And I tell you what, Mr. Psycho almost turned you into a pancake.
It's a very powerful hammer, is that?
But you kept going, though.
Well, yes. You know. Quite tough underneath, actually.
The sort of plastic screen at the top.
Oh, that's just cosmetic.
That's cosmetic.
Good job as well.
Disappointed?
Not really. We've got better than what we expected. We're only here for the fun and enjoyment, so hopefully we did better than what we expected. So.
Well, you actually inflicted a bit of damage on them as well, in a way, because their axe broke off and is in your body somewhere.
I think so, yes.
We pinched it, really. We pinched it.
Well, you have to give them it back later on, all right?
Oh, no, we won't.
Okay, then. Well, just guess what, then? I'll give them it back. All right. There's your axe, mate. Souvenir. That came off and was in the body of their robot.
Yeah. They did very good, you know. We thought it'd be a tough fight. You know, we knew that before we went in there. And it was. Hopefully it looked good.
What was your tactic? I mean, how did you approach it?
Well, we didn't really have one.
You didn't really have one?
In all honesty.
We were just sitting home.
It was, yeah. No, it was just, you know, there's a few house robots out there trying to avoid, obviously.
Of course.
Obvious reasons.
What do you think of the new ones, Mr. Psycho?
Isn't he? Mean. Dog is fast.
And his faithful hound, Growler.
Oh, yeah, dog from hell.
Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for X-Terminator! Very
might have met the dog from hell, but they're dogged too. X-Terminator through to the heat final as we say bye-bye to Megahertz too. And there, of course, they'll meet fellow veterans of Robot Wars, Firestorm 4. What a battle.
The crowd is tense, tantalised, teetering on the edge of their seats in anticipation of this final. But I'm going to make them simmer just a little bit longer as we see how our finalists got this far.
First up, X-Terminator saw off the boggle-eyed Robochicken and Spirit of Scorpion to survive its first battle. With a lot of pushability, the axe came into play too. And I hope I'm not being a little one-eyed and biased about this, but I thought X-Terminator was very impressive. Barbaric Response gave the best opposition. And the highlight of the battle for me had to be this. The first sight in Robot Wars of the drop zone. Robochicken survived even that.